Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Horath Drak and we are playing Europa Universalis IV with the newest DLC, Rights of Man. We're playing on very hard difficulty and with lucky nations on historical. We're playing as Bavaria. This is a new recording session. It's been a while since I recorded. I spent all of last week recording Expeditions Viking. I had a blast playing that game. Still not quite through yet, but a lot of episodes have gone up. And I ran out of EU4 episodes, so I really have to record some of these. But I've been looking forward to this. I've sort of been planning out my strategy and all that. Just gonna switch to political map mode because a lot of people have actually said that they do sort of like the political map mode a little bit better, or at least want to see how the world develops. And so we're gonna have a look around the world a little bit. Sorry if I sound a little bit funny. I'm fighting off a cold, but I wanted to record a little bit. Yeah, biggest problem world-wise, if you just want to have a look at the great powers, is France with a whopping 620 development because they are controlling Castile. And no one seems to have a problem with that. I find that incredibly scary. I really hope that Burgundy survives, and it looks like Burgundy is actually kicking the snot out of Austria over here. Plus 21. England lands to Austria. It seemed that the way this war went down, and we've actually been fighting as condottieri for Burgundy for a while. So Burgundy attacked England for Calais. England didn't put up any fight here, for what reason they themselves know best. So they took Calais, they have a ticking war score, and Austria wanted to enforce peace, and Burgundy didn't take it. So Austria went and attacked them. It's really cool that great powers seem to sort of try to intervene way more. The AI seems much more aware of their diplomatic situation and what's in their interests and what is not. So they will oftentimes get involved, try to enforce peace, and even go to war if it doesn't work, just like Austria did over here. And the problem is that Austria lost a very important battle in Tyrol over here, and now it doesn't really look like Austria can swing this. You got 23.6k over here in Metz, where they're trying to siege something back that Austria sieged down. Austria is still trying to get Luxembourg, but the Burgundy has sort of the advantage of the vessel swarm. So they have Holland over here, they have Nevers, and they have sort of Brabant in here as well. What? Flanders? Is Flanders independent? No, yeah, they're in a personal union under Burgundy. Yeah. They are just not differently colored because we are not in that war with them. I sort of thought about actually going to war, at least selling my guys as condottieri. But what we've sort of been planning. Well, I guess I gotta finish going through the world now. We do have something going on over here. Occupied by Denmark. Current wars, Denmark, Sweden, Norway. What are you fighting for? Danish conquest of Novgorod. Holy crap. So these guys are allied with Poland and Novgorod, which will make it very difficult for Muscovy to do anything over here. So they are allied with Denmark, but they've not yet been called into the war. I think they might want to. Although let's just have a look at the strategic interests. Yeah. As soon, I mean, if this war goes well for the ally of Muscovy, and Denmark actually takes Novgorod from Novgorod, they're gonna break the alliance, and then Denmark will have a very difficult time. So if they win this war, if they lose, either way they lose, sort of. They haven't really picked this very well. They haven't thought this through. What about Denmark? Oh yeah, so they actually do consider all these lands as sort of being their strategic interest. They have Danish Karelia. They sort of made inroads over there. They got Neva, which is pretty important. It's sort of an important center of trade over here. It gives you a lot of trade power because it's an estuary. And yeah, this is where St. Petersburg will be built later, a couple of 100 years later. We've been trying to suck up to Denmark. I had a bit of a discussion with first name, last name about me not being aggressive enough, and I do agree. that the pacing is sort of my biggest problem in the Let's Plays, because since I play on high difficulty, I tend to be rather cautious, but I don't really want to accept that criticism for this series, because we've always been focused on the diplomatic side. I wanted to be emperor, and you can't really do that if you have too much aggressive expansion. Our aggressive expansion has died down rather nicely. They still have some. Our allies don't have any, which is good. Bohemia is going to be pissed nonetheless, and some of the other more neutral states, they still have about half the aggressive expansion that we incurred. But yeah, I've been asked how I plan to take Cheb and Salzburg, and nothing easier than that actually, because Salzburg is only allied with Bohemia and Memmingen, and I do have accrued a good amount of favors. So if I were to attack Salzburg, they would call in Bohemia. But if you sort of have two options if you... Oh, we're building the spy network. I don't really want to recall them. Well, let's recall that guy, even though it's fairly important. Let's just go ahead. We're gonna see a couple of rival changes and all that, but that's fine. So if I were to attack these guys, enemy allies, Austria? Oh yeah, but only because it's a no-CB war. As soon as we have a casus belli, Austria will not come in. Yeah, but so Memmingen will join, Bohemia will join. They will be especially happy because they hate us and they think they're gonna sort of they want to swing their weight around. Brandenburg is just going to join in this, even though I don't have any favors. That's amazing. You cannot call an ally that would be called by the defender. What about you? Cannot call an ally that would refuse a call to arms. They are in debt and they have high war exhaustion. They don't owe me 10 favors. Yeah, my alliances have sort of been a bit reduced because I have the Palatinate. They have forced Mainz to end their alliance with me, but we'll be able to ally them in 2 more years, and I think we'll wait for that. Our favors with them have sort of died down, but we are a lot bigger than them now. We should really be able to swing that alliance, and I sort of do want to, because if I'm allied with them, we won't incur as much aggressive expansion with them, and they are pretty important for our plan to become emperor, because yeah, right now they are at -50, but I do want to have them on my side. What about Liège? Aren't we allied? We are not. Bavaria is allied to Liège and rival Cologne. That's kinda crappy. We are allied with this elector, but I really do have to swing something with Liège as well. Doesn't look like I can. Doesn't look like I can. It's gonna be very difficult to overcome 50 points. Neutral attitude and very hard. Neutral attitude could go away, but the other thing won't. Yeah, well, so my plan is calling in my allies. And we will occur more aggressive expansion if we take land from a non-co-belligerent. So this is sort of telling them if we are expecting to take land from them, which allows them to call in their own allies, which will be in that case Poland and Saxony, which I don't want to fight. That's really not a thing that I want to do. So I want to sort of keep them out of the war. They might still be able to offer condottieri. But, so yeah, that's my idea. Fight Bohemia without their allies by attacking Salzburg and only having them as a co-belligerent, but still taking land from them. I had a look at the patch note, and it seems that the claims aren't really doing anything anymore for aggressive expansion. It gives you a reason for war and it reduces your coring costs, but it is no longer reducing your aggressive expansion. The only thing that gives you more aggressive expansion than normal is if you take land from a non-co-belligerent, which Bohemia would be in this case. So it's gonna piss people off very much, but it still might be worth it to take a province from them without them being able to call in Poland for us, because we can't call in our strongest ally, Austria. if we don't become emperor rather soon. So that's not a thing. But yeah, that's my plan. We're going to build up, increase our power base, and sort of try to incorporate Würzburg as soon as we can. They have a 10% liberty desire, but it should be fine. We can do that in 86. So going forward in 84, we'll pick up Mainz as an additional ally. We already have 8 favors with them, so it's really beneficial to have them with us. I might even be able to ally the Palatinate, but I'd rather just conquer them, to be honest. And we do want our war exhaustion to die down as well. So we won't be going to war right now, but we are poised to take over the imperial throne whenever the current emperor should die. And he's 35, and he might be leading this army. He isn't. Okay, he isn't. But yeah, just have to hope that they die. So let's go on. Other than that, there's not really too much going on. So Lithuania is getting their butt kicked by Denmark. We've sort of been trying to cozy up to Denmark. One thing that I could do, actually, which I've been thinking about. So we have to create an alliance against Bohemia. Because they will be really annoyed with us once we take Chap. They won't rest until they get it back. So what I've been thinking is we might be able to swing an alliance with Hungary maybe, and with the Teutonic Order. And the idea behind that is that once we become emperor, we definitely need allies outside of the empire. So that's a thing to think about. We would have to increase their opinion, and we aren't very strong at the moment, so they're not too happy to do it. But if we go for royal marriage and all that stuff, we'll be in a good position to do it, and we'll need some help to defend the empire against the likes of the Ottomans and France and all that. Inner empire allies will not be of too much use for that. I mean, the longer this goes, the better Brandenburg will become. They're gonna have better and better soldiers. But yeah, other than Hungary, I thought Teutonic Order is also an enemy of Bohemia. So we might be able to sort of have Hungary and Teutonic Order take out Poland, and we can deal with Bohemia. That is sort of the alliance that we could maybe forge. But yeah, Teutonic Order will be difficult because we're already allied with Brandenburg, so that might be a no. But Hungary could work. Hungary could work. How many relations do we have? 5 of 5. So we got Würzburg, Magdeburg, Cologne, Austria, and Brandenburg. Yeah. We are working our way towards the diplomatic ideas. And there is the juicy +2 diplomatic reputation that I really want. The other things are fine. I sort of want to go through them to get our ideas, but yeah. Well, let's continue for now. These guys are still running around. They're still hired by Würzburg. So I'm not sure what's going on there. It could be a bug. Würzburg renting out the whole Hungarian army. And none of these guys is too interested in Condottieri. I wonder why. I mean, they would pay 0.8. War balance looks good. They still think that they're gonna win this war, which is funny. This is really funny. They will give me a bunch of money though. So they will pay us 60 up front. The problem is my manpower. I'd rather have it regenerate. I mean, they're gonna pay me. What's that? What's that? Aachen wants military access. Yeah, have it. Why not? Yeah, we're gonna use our diplomat to improve Würzburg. We want to integrate them as fast as possible, even though that will destroy our relation with the electors. Saxony is building a spy network. You naughty, naughty boys. Our use of mercantilist policies is proving frustrating for some of our merchants, causing some to defect to other countries. So, can gain mercantilism, or slight loosening of the policy might be the answer. No, mercantilism is right. If you don't know what mercantilism does, it sort of it increases the trade power that you have in nodes where you have provinces. So, where's the mercantilism? over here, so 11%. That increases our provincial trade power modifier, and the more you have of that, the better, because your own provinces will be worth more. For example, here in Nuremberg, which I have given to the burghers because they gave us more base tax. You can have a look at the trade power, and it's 7.4, but we gain 20% from our mercantilism, and it's really useful. The more you have, the better. And I think I'll live with having an absent merchant in one of my places. We're gonna repay that loan. How far are we down the drain, actually? 282. Holy crap. Yeah, I guess that was because I embraced the Renaissance so enthusiastically. I could reduce my army maintenance, that much is true. I wonder, is this the only Austrian army? Let's just have a look. I don't really want to rent out my army to the loser. No, they have 56,000 troops running around somewhere. Not sure where, but they are there. They are condottieri hired by Burgundy. 8,000 men. And that's a really cool element to these wars, because it gives them a sort of unpredictability. We're gonna have Ansbachian separatists in the next 8 years. Now, all I want to do really is just take a little bit more money. But I can't lose my troops, and yeah, these guys are sieging Austria down. There's the other Austrian army. Okay, they're retreating home. No, they're trying to merge up with that stack over there. Interesting. And we could actually build cannons. I'm not sure if we do have the money for it though. That's the main consideration. So they're sieging down Luxembourg, which might not be a bad idea because that sort of locks down their complete movement in the area. I find that the AI is rather clever in these sort of cases. Ooh, okay. Are they gonna? Yeah, Burgundy's losing this. Cool, I like it. Let's sell our guys as condottieri. I need the money. I need the money, and we'll try to keep out of trouble. Although there are all these troops over here. I could just park them in Tyrol and take any fight that we get. Let's do it. We're just gotta be a little bit savvy. So yeah, 0.9. They're willing to pay 0.9 now. It's at least a little bit, and it pays another loan, so let's do it. Okay, so yeah, thanks for the money, Austria. I'll try to stay out of the way here. I'm not going to build any province improvements. And I've sort of been holding admin tech back because I do want to core provinces. But I think we incur corruption. No, positive stability reduces it. We're not that far behind now. Workshop is nice though. We definitely want that for Cheb. Now, how are we going to play this? They can't siege my lands down. All they can do is hurt my army. I'm going to... Oh, come on. Yay! Mainz has embraced the Renaissance. Actually, I gotta do something. What are they doing, these Hollandian armies? Yeah, Austria is fighting them down over here. I do have to defend the Austrian land somehow. I'll try to go to Tyrol and lock that down. I will try it. I'll try to siege down Linz now that the other troops are moving out. Where are you going? Yeah, you're going to Budivuce as well. 25th. I'm gonna be there at the 1st. Their fort is taking these places back as well, so let's just try to help here. We do need the money. We definitely do need the money. They are paying our maintenance, which is fine. I like having our maintenance paid. We're not paying too much for the states yet. Conquering Salzburg is going to be fine. Why am I building a spy network here again? I guess because this claim is gonna go. Yeah, 83. Okay. This one's gonna keep until 1506, and this one's gonna keep until 97. We can already go for the claim, so let's do that. Let's take the claim on Salzburg. And let's stop the spy network here. Okay, let's stay. Let's have one guy stay over there. So we lost Liège. We're still the most likely to become emperor because we have 3 votes, but it's not sure. The others could sort of convene against us. Okay, so we took that place back. Now we do have to join the fight. I guess I do have to ask the Pfalz maybe for military access. There's that giant Hungarian army. I wonder if they would stay with Würzburg if I were to attack Salzburg now. Oh, that could be sort of the edge that we need. But I can't attack anyone as long as I have condottieri. So let's go up. I'm gonna manage my own stance again towards them. So we're friendly towards Mainz. We definitely want to be their ally as soon as we can. And we lost another favor. This is really annoying. Damn you, Palatinate. This is bad. How's the war going? Yeah, we can repay another loan, which is good. Pilsen is gone, so that claim is no longer. So let's take another claim on Pilsen. And let's repay that loan as well. Stop building the spy network now. We kind of have to improve relations. I think Cologne might be a candidate, although Magdeburg... How much do you like us? How much do you like us? 82. Yeah, I think I'm gonna send this guy to Magdeburg. Improve relations. We do have to siege down someone, so this army has been rented. Kind of might want to do something there. Join a war. Join a battle, I mean. Could try to siege down Bourgogne. And let's go for it. We want to keep Austria happy. We don't want to lose too many men. We certainly should do something here. Are you part of this war? Yeah, you are. Okay, we're done with Liège. Nothing... Sorry, my voice is giving out. Nothing more to do over here. I think we're working for our money there. At least sieging down their capital doesn't really help them. We are looting this province, I think. Yeah, we're gaining 2 loot. So, that's good. Yeah, it's already been factored in, which is quite nice to sort of have that. What are they? Oh, cool. So they show the special stats of the leader over there. Goal-oriented. They seem to be waiting for something. And that's quite a big army, actually. I might want to run here. Yeah, let's try to get out of there again. Battle of Franche-Comté. Okay, I killed a bunch of men. We're gonna try to siege this down as well, just in the, to try and do something for our contract here. I do want to honor this because you get difficulties hiring out your men. What's that? What's that? Oh, the war is done. The war's done. Interesting. So we have a truce. Did they get Calais? They didn't. Interesting. Oh, Würzburg went bankrupt again. They've already been going bankrupt once, but they still have those condottieri. I think there's something wrong there. I think something went wrong, but I think we gained a good amount of money. Austria is paying our condottieri now without us having to do anything, which is good. I think Switzerland will give me military access to bring my troops home. Yes, they do. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Switzerland. Let's move our guys home. Austria has cancelled our condottieri agreement. Yeah, that's fine. So we actually don't need the military access anymore. That's fine. I think that went well. I mean, we got a couple of bucks for this. Someone paid for our maintenance while we are still trying to recuperate. This could have gone worse. We're down to 2.26. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Let's cancel the military access. That's costing us diplo points. We're nearly there for another idea. I really want to get to the diplomatic reputation. That's gonna do a lot for us in terms of winning electors, and of course having an alliance with an elector also goes a long way. It's one more year that we have to wait for Mainz before we make our move on Salzburg and Bohemia. But I think I'm going to end it here. So I think you've seen what's going on in the world. How's that war going? You're still not in it. You're also not in it. Okay, let's see what happened over there. Ooh, Denmark lost. They took a bunch of land from Sweden, and they took the land that they lost back. Well done, Novgorod. There might actually be a Novgorod there that can put up a fight against Muscovy. Whenever Lithuania survives, or let's rather say, whenever Lithuania does not get in a personal union under Poland, they are a player to take into account. And normally Novgorod and Lithuania sort of band up together. And that makes life for Muscovy a lot more difficult, because normally Novgorod sort of stands alone and gets crushed between the hammer, or let's say the anvil of Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and the hammer of Muscovy. They sort of get just crushed there, but not this time it would seem. So that's definitely very interesting, having a new player in the East. Burgundy didn't succeed in their quest for expansion either, so that's really interesting. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more of the series in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye bye.